Nice to see you all. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today is going to be bomb. The bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb. I am so happy to be in this group. Already 325 of you. I'm expecting that this crowd gets to at least 600 or 700 today. And this live is actually going to be action packed. Action packed. How to get 10 high quality offers out the door every single day. Why am I doing this? Why are 10 quality offers important? Well, I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've been a wholesaler since 2002. And in this time that I've learned, the hardest part for a lot of people who are getting involved in wholesale or getting involved in real estate is the time between when they decide they want to be a real estate investor and when they can actually quit their job and be a full-time real estate investor, right? How many of you guys by a show of, here, what emoji are we going to use? By a show of wows, okay? The little wow. How many of you guys are working full-time jobs right now? Hit the wow button so I can see how many wows get. There you go. So a lot of you guys are working full-time jobs, and you're probably asking yourself, how the heck am I supposed to build a business? How am I supposed to become intentional about making this work for myself if I've got to spend my entire day working for somebody else? If I'm just in the grind, I wake up, I, do my things, I go to work, I bust my ass for 8 hours a day for this jag off, and then I got to come home and I'm tired. I don't have any time. I can't get anything done, right? Because I'm just stressed out and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me because I'm doing this full time. Well, I get that. I totally get that. And I have seen success in astro flipping, and I've seen a lot of my students get success by employing this KPI metric. Okay. The metric is getting 10 offers out a day. 10 offers. And you can get 10 offers out a day in under 2 hours. Imagine this, guys. You got a full-time job, but you wake up 2 hours early, okay? You get your life started 2 hours early so that you can spend 2 hours before you have to go to work running and finding opportunities that are undervalued, writing offers on those undervalued opportunities, and getting all of that done in 2 hours a day. Here's the mathematics behind this. If you send 10 offers a day and you do that for 30 days, that's 300 offers a month. You will close at minimum 3 of those deals. If you send out 300 offers, 3 of them will turn into deals. If you do 3 deals in a month and you make on average $10,000 on each of those deals, that's $30,000 a month in income. Give me a thumbs up emoji if $30,000 in a month would change your life. Yep, that's just it. You can literally get your business started and off the ground and do all of this in the time before you go to work. How amazing is that? Now, my special guest on today's live is going to be Ryan Zolin. Now, why do I pick Ryan Zolin? Now, you're going to say, oh, Jamil, we see Ryan Zolin all the time. Ryan Zolin. Yeah, there's a reason you see him all the time. There's a reason he is being put on this platform and is being given this megaphone, is because I've watched Ryan build a wholesale business primarily on MLS deals. Let me rewind you guys back to a story. 4 years ago-ish, Ryan walks into, maybe 3.5 years ago, Ryan walks into my office at Keegley. And he's a real estate agent, just doing retail real estate listings. He's heard about investing. He's heard about wholesaling, doesn't know anything about it, but you can tell he's sharp. You can tell he's like really, really, really smart, and he's got a can-do attitude. He walks in and he says, "I hear you're the guy that teaches people how to wholesale. I want to buy your course. Where do I sign up? Here's my credit card." So he signs up for astro flipping, and one of the modules in astro flipping is how to do deals on the MLS. Now, you guys know I'm all my fun commercials, all the things I talk about, I'm always talking about how to get deals under contract without having to spend money on marketing, right? That's why I'm locked in the freezer on the cold calling ad. That's why I'm falling off a building on my bandit sign ad. That's why I'm dressed like a hooker holding a sign. That's all the things, all the funny things I'm doing, all the stuff I'm talking about. I'm trying to bring out, and I'm trying to show you guys how when you are cold calling, when you are text blasting, when you are um, doing direct mail and putting out bandit signs, you are doing it the hard way. I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm saying it's just flipping hard, and you're doing it in a way that's not going to create any relationships for you. You are doing what's called a one-trick pony. If you are calling homeowners to see if they're motivated to sell their property, you are going to need to talk to thousands and thousands and thousands of people before you're going to get a contract. And once you get something under contract and sell it, that's when the relationship is over. Very few homeowners have more than one property to sell you. There's really no opportunity for you to build a relationship there. Ryan Zolin took one of the modules in astro flipping, which is doing deals on the MLS, and turned it into a full-time business. Guys, in the beginning of this year, he had a $500,000 month, $500,000 in revenue in 1 month, only wholesaling deals on the MLS. And this isn't in like some crappy little part of the country. I'm talking Phoenix and Tucson, Arizona. He's in the lion's den of wholesale activity. And Ryan has built a $500,000 a month wholesale operation, spending $0 on marketing, $0 on marketing, doing all his deals on the MLS. Why can't that be you? Why? Why are you not getting those results? Why are you not finding those open doors or that path of least resistance that's allowing you to finally build a business that's scaled, where you can say, I'm bringing in enough money every month consistently to actually call this a real life business where I can quit my dumb job? Well, that's what this live stream is about. This live stream is going to give you the launching pad to quit your W-2, if that's what you want to do. If you have a desire to tell your boss where he can put it or she can put it, keep watching, because the next 2 hours are going to be life-changing for you. In these 2 hours, guys, we're going to go through how you can get 10 offers out every single morning before you leave for work, how those 10 offers that you'll put out every single day will translate into a minimum of 3 deals a month, and how those 3 deals a month will change your freaking life. Now, if you have interest in that, do me a favor and send some love and some claps and some sunglass emojis and some happy wows and some celebratory kazoos. I don't know what this emoji is here with this. What is that? Fireworks? I don't know. I called it a celebratory kazoo. Stupid. But put your hands together, guys, because today is going to be an incredible day. Now, before I bring up Ryan, I want to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of information. I love Ryan Zolin so much, so much, because he put into action the work, and he turned that work into an incredible result. And now he's doing what everybody who's successful and has figured it out should do. He is turning back and he is helping other people do the same. You don't see in this industry where people promote other people with a competing product, and you're going to see where today that's going to change. Ryan Zolin is coming out with a program. He's coming out with a course, And we're not here to sell you guys a course. This is not a course, guys. You're not but I'm letting you know. I'm going to be the first one to tell you that Ryan Zolin is going to be coming out with an MLS masterclass. So take notes today, guys. Take notes. And if Ryan Zolin is somebody that you love, if Ryan Zolin is somebody that you can learn from, if Ryan Zolin is somebody that you can see yourself resonating with as the guy that's going to help you get to the goal that you're looking for, then you're going to want to make sure that you take advantage of an opportunity that he's going to give you guys in the next coming weeks to join his masterclass on MLS offers. Ryan, can we please bring you up here, handsome man?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, bro?
I mean, after that introduction, pretty good.
I mean, look, it's one thing for it to be like a hype up introduction. It's another thing when I'm just talking facts.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not you know, I'm not just, you know, creating, I'm not hyping you up. In fact, you have become the leader of this type of wholesale transaction. I mean, you do it better than even I do it at this point, right? And you're getting deals that I would normally be getting because you're doing it better than my company's doing it. And I'm wholeheartedly okay with admitting that, because guys, Ryan has figured it out. He's got the software, he's got the tools, and then he comes to Keegley and says, "Hey, I just locked up this deal that you guys should have locked up, but now I have it locked up. Go dispo it for me." And we do. Right. And so he's still doing the same things. It's not like it's not like we're losing because he's winning. We're all winning together. But Ryan has taken this business and he's taken it to the moon. Right. He's figured out how to take MLS offers and turn it into a $500,000 business. And I just think that's incredibly special. Ryan, can you just top line tell us how many deals does it look like you guys are going to do for the month of March?
Month of March, I'd have to check back at our numbers. It's actually like, it's weird. I can finally like say this, but as of this week, like I'm kind of out of the wholesale company. So we've got a new disposition guy that's handling all of that. Shout out to Kyle. Amber's now taking all the TC work off my plate. So I'd have to double check, but I can tell you we're averaging between 20 to 25 transactions a month, and they are all MLS, usually like 90% MLS, 10% agent referrals.
So agent referrals, 90% MLS. So still $0 spent in marketing.
Yeah, no, we like to put that back into the culture, the team, operation, just little systems like Privy, stuff like that.
Do you mind sharing what your like revenues will look like for 20 to 25 deals?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably hit 500,000 again, 400, 500. It just depends on commission. A lot of right now in this market, we're having to have the listing agent represent us. But with that said, I just found out yesterday, Kyle pulled one 670 on the MLS, 3% commission, which comes out to 20 grand. And then we wholesaled it out for 700, made 30 on the assignment. So, I mean, they're out there. That's one deal. So I'd have to check the numbers and everything, but I know we're over $1 million on the year.
So over $1 million for the year. And I mean, that's how big is your team?
There is 3 acquisition, disposition, transaction coordinator. I've got an Albert, Jake, Kayla. There's like give or take 10 of us.
So 10 people on the team, $500,000 in revenue in a month. Guys, just to kind of put that into perspective for you. So Keegley, my company, will do about $1.4 million this month. I have 80 people on my team. 80. So I'm just saying this to put out there, right? Like, you don't have to build this big behemoth of a company. You don't have to go out and like bring $1 million. Ryan will likely net personally more money than I will net this month because of how small his overhead is and still how juicy his deals can be. Just think of that. And I can sit here and I can say that without having to feel weird about it. Right? I'm happy. I'm so grateful that you're able to do this, that I'm bringing you onto my platform to teach.
Absolutely.
To teach my audience, to teach your audience, the people who love you, the people who love me, how to do this. Ryan, how realistic is it to get 10 offers out in the morning?
Dude, so what I always teach people is that the secret sauce is 5. So when you have a system and software like Privy that you could end up putting 10 offers out in a day, I mean, I don't like going off this analogy, but a broken clock is right twice a day. It's just numbers. You know that people are willing to sell. The direct to seller method, you are spending your time, your money, your resources, you're sacrificing more, and then there's a lot higher of a risk of failure. And when you go with that strategy, you have expectations. With mine, it's a numbers game that even though you're trying to find the most important piece, which is somebody that wants to sell, you already know that they're interested in selling their home. So
Because
now
they're on
you go
the
through
MLS,
filters.
because they're already selling their home. Now
Exactly.
all you're doing is negotiating price.
Yep.
Terms.
And so if you would rather tell me that you would spend 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 plus a month in marketing, or a fraction of that even, as opposed to $0 and it all being relationship based, I mean, guess what? All you're doing is building capital. We're running at a 77% profit margin as of last year, and I haven't even checked it for this year. And if I had to guess, we're probably close to 90%.
Incredible. How many deals could somebody do realistically if they just put out 5 deals, 5 offers every morning?
Okay, so our numbers as of last month, we put up like 160 offers. It was a lower month in offers. And I shit you not, sorry if I'm not allowed to swear, but we did like 17 deals, 18 deals last month.
So would it be fair to say if somebody did 10 offers a day, they could get at least 3 deals done in a month?
3 to 5 minimum. And guess what? Even if you didn't get the deals that month, the relationships that you've built and the expectations you've set with these agents, you're going to find a Monique Walker.
100%. And if you guys are not familiar with who Monique Walker is an agent that I do business with in Arizona, and we say her name all the time because just try to steal her from me. Call her and ask. Call her and ask. Say, hey, Monique, I'm a cash buyer. Would you like to sell me an off-market property that's in original condition or needing work? And guess what she'll say to you? Nope, I don't, because I only do that with one person, Jamil. I sell all of my crap houses to Jamil. Every single one of them. So stop calling me. That's exactly what she'll do because I've built that relationship with her. I'm her go-to guy. So how are you going to find your Monique Walker? And how is your Monique Walker going to find you? You're going to learn how to do it today. Today, Ryan is going to get out 10 offers. He's going to show you exactly what markets he's doing that in. He's going to show you his process, his system on how he's doing it, how he's underwriting, how he's getting this done efficiently, effectively. And he's using this incredible software. Guys, we have a special discount for you. I know we were asked from people, hey, is there a discount? Last time when we did a live, we didn't actually have a discount. We didn't have a discount available to people. We do have a discount available to people if you decide to sign up for Privy's annual pass. Okay, the annual pass will give you a 20% discount. Guys, you need to give yourself time to make this work. So why not do the annual pass instead of doing it monthly? Save the 20% and put that back into your business. In addition to that, Benson's also going to give you access to the Privy course, as well as you get a free call where you can talk and do a coaching call with the people at Privy. So take advantage of it. Emily has pinned the link up top of the chat on where you can sign up for Privy. But guys, this is the software that we're using. So believe me, you do need access to this. This is one of those systems. This is one of those softwares that you should not sleep on. If you already have Privy because you were on the last transformational challenge with me, amazing. We're going to show you how to take your membership in Privy today to the next level and put it out on steroids. And if you are brand new to Privy and you've never seen it before, you don't know what its utility is, we're going to show you what that is today when we bring Benson on. But this wouldn't be me if we didn't start this the way that I always start anything and everything that we do, and that's with a prayer. So if you are watching this right now, and if me saying that we're going to pray makes you feel weird, no problem. There's a little button on the top or somewhere here that says leave. You can leave, or you can mute me or pause me, or walk out of the room for the next 30 seconds. I'm not trying to offend you, but if you are with it, here we go. Father God, we love you so much, Lord. Thank you for today. Thank you for opening all of our eyes and giving us breath. Thank you for giving us the minds and the faculties to be able to be here, to connect, to communicate, to learn, and to grow. God, we are just so grateful for that. Lord, we pray that you make your purpose for each of our lives abundantly clear to us, so that the steps we take are your steps, the words we speak your words, the actions we take your actions. God, we pray that you guide us to those individuals and those situations that'll be of benefit to us, either through a financial gain or through a lesson to be learned. And Lord, we ask that you deflect us from those people that'll waste our time or bring us harm. Lord, for any of us here attending today that are in any need of any physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing, God, we just pray for perfect healing in our lives. And Lord, for any of us today that are watching that need any additional understanding of the concepts that we are about to teach, we just pray for perfect clarity. God bless Ryan with the words today to speak, to connect to the realtors that he's speaking to. Bless him with success, with results, and opportunity to find great deals that him and his business partners can make money off of. Lord, please grant Benson the strength to make it through today, because Ryan is going to absolutely run him against the wall with all of the amazing, amazing things that he's going to do. Make us all strong. Be with us. Shower us with your blessings. And it's with humble hearts and in your heavenly name we pray today. Amen. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Benson, come on up. Come on.
There we go.
I got way too excited and I took Jamil off stage. I'm so sorry,
funny.
Jamil.
That's funny.
You kicked him off?
Sorry.
He said, you're done.
Benson.
Oh,
how are you?
Great intro, you guys. You need to have like a live show on like network television or something. Like this is just too entertaining.
I have a show on network television. It's just not live.
But it would be cool. I could see you bringing up guests and interviewing people and like doing some cutaways and doing some stuff in the field, like a total like a mishmash of like a nighttime show with like you guys going out and making money flipping houses.
I'm all over that. I'm all over that. Maybe that's the next episode or the next idea for A&E. Benson, you are always such a welcome addition to our family here. I've heard nothing but great things about Privy from the folks that were at the Transformational Challenge. They've enjoyed it. People are doing deals. They're making money. They are enjoying the membership with you. And today we're going to take that to the next level. Today we're going to talk about efficiency and how to get this business off the ground by being able to put out 10 offers a day. Benson, in your opinion, if someone was to make 10 offers a day, would they be able to get at least 3 deals done in a month?
Absolutely. It would be difficult for you not to, honestly. But I think an important piece here is the relationships. Like just throwing deals out willy-nilly is not going to be the best approach. Like you want to do some foundational research to figure out the best areas to target, but also make sure you're working with the right people. So like your partner agents, like don't just pluck one out of the phone book. Like who you choose makes a huge difference in your ability to execute this 10 deal a day strategy. Like that won't be as effective if you don't put any thought behind it.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So we're going to actually dive into that today, but I know, Benson, you had a little bit of help that you wanted to show us before we got started. You're going to kind of dive into the system a little bit and give us a little breakdown. Do you mind allowing Benson to share his screen, Emily, so we can see all that?
All right. Can you see my screen?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So one of the things I want to point out, and I saw some questions here before, and we've had some questions from the original Transformation Challenge is about the data sources. So we've got nationwide third-party MLS data. Okay, so third-party means it's aggregated. It comes from a big company that's pulling information from different sources. Now that data, what you see on the map here, is in the gray and yellow areas. It's not as accurate and up to date as the direct to MLS data that we actually go above and beyond what all of our competitors are doing, in which is just third party. Now we know some big providers have lost that as well, and that makes their platform a little bit more focused on their primary business, but not necessarily doing market research and actually running comparables and doing analysis. So if you happen to be in one of these areas that isn't blue yet, don't think that it's not going to work for you, because just like what Ryan's going to show you today, instead of banging your head against the wall in a market where you're not going to be able to get the deal flow that you need to hit your numbers, just go to a market where you've got the direct to MLS data and it overlaps with what's called investor activity. So investor activity, I believe, is one of the keys here that most people aren't talking about. Even when I talk to Jamil and I talk to Ryan, we talk about this in a fashion where it's like, okay, yeah, you want to be where deals are at. However, what I would suggest you guys do is use a data-driven approach to doing this. So what you see on the map here is the investor activity for the whole US. And in the wholesale world, after repair value is king. You literally cannot prove after repair value on a house that you're looking to wholesale if you're in an area where there's no fix and flips being done, right? After repair value, you need renovated comps to be able to determine ARV. And again, this is where a lot of wholesalers get stuck, is because they spend all this time and money going and finding properties without kind of a strategic approach about where they're looking. And then they find a property, they got a motivated seller and they look to pull comps and they're like, the numbers are all across the board and they don't know what the ARV is and they're scrambling. And then maybe they submit a really low ball offer that has a low chance of being accepted because they don't understand their numbers, or they get into a bad deal where they offered way too much and they were just being hopeful and using comparables that were too far away or not similar enough to the subject property. So where you want to be, you guys, is in these areas that have high investor activity. So high numbers, lots of blue. And one of the markets we're going to be looking at today is the Indianapolis market. So when you look at the Indianapolis market, you're going to see here that there's quite a bit of investor activity, and there's a lot to learn from here.
That's a lot of investor activity.
It is. And it isn't necessarily as high as even some other areas. But what I like about Indianapolis is that, number one, we've got direct to MLS data. We also have lower prices, which means there's more potential buyers.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a lot of agents in this area, you guys, that are investor focused, which could be potential team members for you. So as soon as this kind of breaks up here, we'll see specifically which neighborhoods you should be targeting, not just, Indianapolis on the whole. You're going to want to be right in here, right? And so this actually too is how you can get comfortable doing business in a completely different market that's not your backyard. Because I think that a lot of people who start in this business, they feel like I have to look for deals where I live. It's going to be much more simple. There's less obstacles. Well, if you've got this level of data, you guys, there's no reason why you couldn't become an expert in another market and never even set foot there. So what you're seeing here is 200 fix and flips that have closed in the last 12 months. And we have all the before and after data on it. So this is how you learn what a deal looks like in your target markets. This report right here is the comparative market analysis. So we can see what these properties are being purchased for and sold for. Now, the very first one I pulled up, this is actually an MLS deal, right? That's what we're talking about tonight. And right here, they bought it for 48 grand. They sold it for 175,000. That's 27% of the after repair value. This is an example of a deal that you could have gotten if you had been tracking the investor activity in this Indianapolis market. You can see what it looked like before they fixed it up. You can see after. This kind of education, you guys, is not available from a book or a podcast. Even with Jamil and Ryan being some of the experts in the industry, they're not going to be able to tell you what a deal is in Indianapolis versus Dallas versus Philadelphia. It's all in the market level data. And now we know that there is an investor focused agent. We got Kristen Cambridge that's attached to this deal, potential partner for you. We know that you can get deals off the MLS that are really deeply discounted. And if we come down here to the public record data, we can see who the actual flip and fix and flippers were, right? Because there's the acquisition and then there's the disposition side. Who are you going to dispo your properties to? Well, Third Eye REI LLC is an active buyer in this market that you want on your buyers list. And you know a lot about them because you're looking at a house they just closed. So you may have heard the term buy box, right? That's the buying criteria of a buyer. Now, usually it's like pulling teeth to get a buyer to tell you that information, especially when you're new and you haven't built a relationship. But when you start in that relationship and you know that they're looking in 46201, you know that they're buying a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot homes in this part of Indianapolis, and you know what percentage of ARV, like you're already way ahead of the game. And when you leverage this data and you're doing your initial outreach to connect with these buyers, you can use this as a conversation starter. Hey, Mrs. Buyer, I saw you just close that house on 10th Street. It looks absolutely amazing. It's completely unrecognizable from when you bought it back in March. I'm an investor in the area now. I often come across properties that I just don't have the bandwidth for or don't meet my buying criteria. If I find something that's in the 46201 zip code, kind of send it over to you. Would you be willing to do an assignment fee for that? Really, really easy to do that conversation when you lead with data. So I don't want to get into the weeds too much with that, but we've got that data for you nationwide. And Ryan's going to be looking in this area for on-market deals, but you guys can do a lot more on-market deals when you're in an area that has high investor activity, because the values in these neighborhoods, you guys, are driven by renovated homes. And when you have higher values, you can make higher offers because all you need to do is make your margins work in between. If you're in a low investor activity area, everything gets squashed. Now you get lower values that are based off of homes that are not renovated. And to get those same margins to work, you have to submit a really lowball offer that has a lower chance of being accepted. So whether you're doing off-market strategy or on-market strategy, targeting these high investor activity areas is going to increase the chances of you getting those 10 offers out the door every single day, but also increasing the chances of those offers being accepted.
Awesome. Awesome. Benson, I also remember the last time we did this, I gave away 2 annual memberships to Privy. You randomly chose those people, right?
I did. Yeah. I pulled them out of conversations we were having. People were asking questions, and like these 2 people are like genuinely interested in learning more and raising the bar on their business. And that's how we chose them.
So again, guys, I'm going to do that again. Okay. So out of the people who sign up today for Privy, you have to use the link that's in today's chat. You can't use an old link. You have to use the link that's in today's chat. I'm gonna have Benson do it again. Randomly pick 2 people, Benson. Let me know who those people are. I'm gonna pay off their account for the year. Okay. Or reimburse you the money. So if you do sign up for the annual, Emily will Venmo you the money. She'll just Venmo you the money. In fact, Emily, Venmo them an additional $200 for lunch as well. So I mean that. And guys, make sure that you hit Emily up and be like, wait, that's the money for the year membership. Where's the $200 lunch? And did Jamil just say he has $200 lunches? Yeah, I did. And you can have $200 lunches too when you're doing at least 3 deals a month using Privy, motherfucker. Cool. So let's get to it, guys. I am so pumped. This is how it's done. You got to make money. You want to get this, you want to make this happen. You got to make the money to make it happen. I do want to give you guys a couple of quick announcements before I take off. First and foremost, I am going to be the host, one of the hosts of a brand new Bigger Pockets podcast called On the Market. Okay, it's a new Bigger Pockets podcast. If you guys follow Bigger Pockets on social media, go to their Instagram and say, we can't wait to see Jamil. Just go to their latest post and say, we're so excited for Jamil. Just go comment it. And we're going to pick, actually, here's how we're going to do it. One of the people who comments on Bigger Pockets Instagram right now, we're so excited for Jamil. I'm going to pay off your Privy membership for the year. And then we're going to pick 2 people from the chat, 2 people who sign up. So 3, Benson, I'm going to pay off 3 memberships for the year. Somebody from the Instagram comments and then 2 from you. Cool?
Thank you, Santa Claus. That is amazing.
I'm just feeling like that right now. Guys,
Yeah.
I am headed to the Scottsdale Air Park so Pace, Morby, and I can hop on a jet because we are going to go talk at 10X tomorrow. So if any of you guys are watching virtually, you're going to see Mr. Morby and I bless the 10X stage tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be incredible. Ryan, Benson, Emily, I love you guys. Take it away.
Happy travels, Jamil. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. That was crazy.
I love
All
it.
right, Ryan, how you feeling?
I think we got the intro.
That
I'm
was
ready.
so
I'm
good.
excited. So, just starting it off, I mean, you guys are throwing me into the trenches. You guys are like, we're going to put this guy in Indianapolis. We're going to put him in Vegas. Vegas, we do buy deals in, but it is very, very far and few between. And then Indy, if I'm being completely honest, I have never done a deal out in Indy. So we're going to try our best and see how this goes. The most important part here is just understanding the fundamentals of how to use Privy, what the offers are going to look like. And then on top of that, we are going to focus on calling the listing agents and trying to get them to basically submit an offer on our behalf. And if they don't answer their phone, or even if they do, we are just going to set the expectation that I'm going to email them or forward them all the details of my offer, and then they can present it. Doesn't matter if it's verbal or in writing. Ideally, it's going to be in writing, and they email it over for me to sign. And then we'll just that way be able to knock out our offers quick. I want to show you guys that, as I mentioned beforehand, the beginning of this, it's all about 5 offers a day. So the whole point of this is that we've got an hour and a half right now. I want to show you guys we're going to get out as many offers as we possibly can. The goal is 10, but more importantly is to tell you guys the baseline's 5. 5 to go off the same numbers that Jamil was going off of is 25 a week, which is 100 a month. 100 a month should be able to get you still 1 to 3 deals. Keep in mind, this is with $0 in marketing. Got to pay for Privy. Privy's going to make our life easy. And with all that said, we'll jump into Privy. All right. Bear with me. If there's anybody more technology challenged than Jamil, I might be able to give him a run for his money.
I love that. That was really funny.
Can we see my screen?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, so we are in here. Let me start over. We're going to go to Indianapolis. Try to go back to the home screen for you guys to see everything. Privy access. All right, now we are going to go to Indianapolis. And Benson, anytime if I'm doing something wrong or if there's something that I'm missing, feel free just to chime in.
You got it.
Okay, so filter. Here again, I have no idea ARV percentages that are bought, but we're going to take a look at 75%. So keep in mind that if we're buying around 75%, this is going to be a perfect scale for us to go off of. So I'm going to start it off by making sure up here in the top, we've got Indianapolis. We've got single family. Benson and I were playing around a little bit earlier. We're actually going to take off attached. So I'm not looking for any condos or patio homes or townhouses, anything like that, just primarily single family. You have a few different options of how you can go through and filter everything out. We're going to do it with 75%, make sure it's for fix and flip. And then Benson, this is all just going to show up, no? Like all these, if I don't select any?
If you don't select anything, they'll just all show.
Beautiful. So we're going to hit run search.
Yep. And those tags also work for off market too. It doesn't matter the status, either on market or off market, you can get those.
Perfect. And then this is kind of like how I like to do it, just so you guys can see this is what was making sense to me earlier. I was hitting deals, fix and flip, and I want to see where a lot of the action is going on first. So we've got a pretty good amount. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so we got 107 right in this area. What do you think, Benson? Good area to take a look?
Yeah, that's where I had circled on the map earlier.
All right, well, you know what?
Fix and flips.
I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel. If it's where this area is, we've got a bunch of sold right here. So the next thing, we're going to click Find Active Deals up in the top. And we're just going to start looking. The most important thing I want to stress to you guys, and this is a lot of like what I teach to others, is that Benson kind of hit on it a little bit at the beginning. Focus on the data. Don't focus on the photos of the property. You're going to see that we're going to be able to tell where a lot of these properties are. But with all that said, I want to make sure that we're stressing that the data and the information of what the sale price is versus what the comps are is what we're going to focus on. It's going to take a minute to load because we're doing this live, of course. All right. So we could just do like a brief overview. Looking at this, as you guys can see, I mean, I see 329, 235, 129s across the streets. There is no way of like how I'm going to go through this other than just clicking on a few that I think just at bird's eye view look like it could have some potential. And keep in mind, these are all active. So at 235, you can see they dropped the price, 3/8/2022. And remember, all these that are popping up are based on the filter that we're looking at 75% based on what they're saying the comparable properties could be. So we scroll down, we see this is our prospective property. We've got 304. This is basically saying that 75% is of this number right here, which is a good comparable. So again, I like that we have all the information up here to see. We are a 3.2, 1589 square feet, built in 1900. So we're old. Right here, we've got 1890 build, which is even older, and that's our 324 comp. Now, keep in mind, again, this is 3.2, 1589. We're 3.2, 1827. I like that we've got the lot sizes on here. 7,400 is this, so keep in mind this is a little bit of a bigger lot. But let's take a look at this one. Let's see if this one looks remodeled. Based on the beams, it kind of does to me. That's a beauty. Love that brick.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And now what I like to do is just to make sure, there is kind of a running joke out here in Phoenix that I'm the guy that could sell things that only has one comparable property, when in reality, a lot of investors like to see that there is 5 different comps. And obviously in this market with just lack of supply and insane amount of demand, you kind of just have to go with what you have. So the one big issue I'm doing right now is I'm crossing 10th Street. I don't know how busy this is, but I could tell it is definitely a main road. Typically, you don't want to cross any major intersections, but when you don't have much as comparables, you've got these red ones, which are good, but they're not supporting me being where I want to for this to be a deal. 325 is 3.3, 1820. Similar again, it doesn't really look like that one's going to be too upgraded, but this is to show you guys. Remember what I just said about not going through the photos? Look what I'm doing next. I'm not even taking a look at that one. I'm moving on to the next property because I want to look at these comparables again. So this sold at 285. This sold 119, 2022. This is something you got to keep an eye on. So we're 3.2, 1589, built in 1910, right? Or 1900. This one's 1900 as well. I want to make sure none of these that I'm comparing are going to be fully remodeled, because that's going to make it very difficult to sell when you're trying to send it to a buyer. They're going to look at this property that sold in January and say, well, you're saying you're between 285 and 325. Let's meet in the middle and call this worth 300 to 310. That obviously isn't going to be something that's going to be easy to sell after the fact. But now that I've gone through and I at least have an idea of 2 properties that kind of gives me a range, now I'm going to focus in on our property again. So we're going to take a look at it. We've got old photos with snow, so that's cool. Okay. We're actually in not bad condition too. This is what a lot of people would consider to be like a lipstick remodel, in my personal opinion. I would actually say that just from instinct, as to have been doing this for a little bit, there is going to be a little bit of a concern as to why this property didn't sell in 235. I saw a lot of the comments coming earlier that this is a great market. So there is a little bit of strategy that you kind of have to take back and look at this with some sense. So if this is at 235, either the numbers don't make sense and the spread isn't there, or there's something severely wrong with this property that we can't tell. So for this point, this is when I would recommend calling the listing agent. So let's go ahead and do that. And with that, where can I find? It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, showing contact phone. Is that showing contact phone going to be the listing agent, or is that what they have listed as the person to contact for the showings?
That's to set up showings. The listing agent is going to be the other one. I would call the office. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I want to be clear too for people. Oh, go ahead.
We're gonna give them a shout. We're gonna see. My assumption is that this might be the brokerage number, and then my hope would be that this would be the listing agent's number if for whatever reason I'm not able to get in contact with them. It is a Friday night, so I do have to warn you guys. A lot of them do like to take the weekends off. The good ones that are active are going to be preparing for showings, getting ready for open houses, all that kind of stuff. And as you guys can hear, this one just sent me right to voicemail. I am going to double dial in this instance.
Thank you for calling Compass.
Okay.
No one is available to take your call.
Okay, so that one's not going to work. Let's try this next one, 317-218-0600. And also, too, I'm not looking at the chat, so if there's something going on.
Thank you for calling the MyBoard Property Access Contact Center.
That's frustrating. All right, let's take this a step further. This is to show you guys, like, never leave any stone left unturned, because we are going to have to get in contact with them. If they... Beautiful. I'm sorry, you guys might hear my dogs barking. Okay, 317-219-9277. Can you guys hear this okay ringing?
Yep.
Cool. My dogs. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not.
having a whole conversation.
It's the doorbell. You guys know how it goes. I like to show authenticity.
Of course.
Just leave me a detailed message and I will get
Okay, I'll show you guys how this goes.
Thanks.
Hey, Lisa. My name is Ryan. I'm an investor out here in Arizona. I'm actually looking at a few properties out in Indianapolis, and I came across one that I think that you're the listing agent for. It's the one on Beville Avenue. Give me a shout back. I'm interested in putting in an offer. 480-612-2213. Thanks. So I got to the point. I told them what I was looking for. I'm looking to put an offer in. That is a cold call right then and there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send a text with what I want the offer criteria to be. And because this is all about action steps and showing you guys how to do this, I want to basically make sure you guys understand what we're looking to send them. So I'm going to put this in the chat and I'll leave it up here for you guys to see. My name is Ryan. This is how innovative we're going to be on this live. Sorry. My name is Ryan. I just left you a voicemail. I would like to submit an offer on your property on Beville Avenue in, I'm not even gonna put a city because I have no idea where I am. And now the fun part. Based on this is all gonna be assumptions of what I think estimated rehab is gonna be. Obviously, we are in a completely different market in Phoenix, and I did not have the time to randomly pull up any kind of contractor bids as to what this is going to be. So for those of you that are in Indy, please do not hold me to the fire if my estimated rehab number is off by a little bit. But I'm going to throw it into my calculator that I have up on my other screen. If I'm going to say our ARV, just to be conservative, is 320, because in this market, I think we can push some things. On that one being a little bit of a lipstick remodel, let's go. I was going to say 35, but rule of thumb is just whatever you're assuming it's going to be, add 5. I'm going to say $40,000 in rehab, desired profit to be a minimum of like 25,000. This one is going to be a little bit tight of a deal because we're going to look, based on my formula, it says I need to be around like 225 to 230 with a $40,000 in rehab estimate and a $25,000 desired profit on our flip. So what I'm going to do off of that is, again, look at our numbers, because you got to keep in mind, this is all situational awareness. This is other stuff that I teach, and I want you guys to really like hone in on this. When these are on-market deals, there is obviously going to be a numbers game to this, to where you have to make sure that you're going to be submitting X amount of offers to have X amount of actual real potential opportunities. But remember, you will miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So with that said, you at least want to set the expectation that you know that you're going to be coming in low. And even if they keep you as a backup or on the side, what is the worst case scenario? This property doesn't sell. Okay, well, now they're going to hit you up because you were the first person that they thought of. So going back to this one, I just told you guys going to be around 227. We're at 235. So that's based on my formula. I don't think that we're too far off on this specific example, which is perfect. This is how we're going to start off offer number 1 out of 10. So we're going to go and we're going to say, I'd like to submit an offer on your property on Hill Avenue. I was hoping you could draft up the paperwork and send it to me to sign. Then we can present it to the seller. Address. Get that out of there. Address, purchase price. And remember, this is going to be recorded, so we will be able to go back and show you guys. It's looking like I'm out of space of what I can type, though. So I'm just going to read them off, and I'll delete them as I go. You know what? Let me put it.
Ryan, are you trying to show your calculator right now, or are you?
No, I'm typing down
else?
here.
Okay.
For everyone to see. So I don't know if there's a way to pin it. I have no problem with typing this up and sharing it with you guys after the fact, because obviously we want to get this offer out. This listing agent didn't answer their phone. It is okay. That is, again, a very normal process in the realtor side of things. People just don't answer their phones. So we're going to jump on this, and I'm just going to say it like this. I'll put it in here for the chat for you guys to see. It says, hey, my name is Ryan. I just left you a voicemail. I'd like to submit an offer on your property on Beville Avenue. I was hoping you could draft up the paperwork and send it for me to sign. Then we can present it to the seller. Then I'm going to send after that. I'm going to say address. I'm going to go purchase price. I'm going to go EMD. I'm going to go inspection period. I'm going to go close of escrow. And then again, this is all dependent on state. I'm not even sure if they do title or closing attorney, but we're just going to say title code. And that is going to be a investor-friendly title company. And then other than that, the only additional terms that I have to add myself is going to be one or more members of my LLC is a licensed real estate agent. It's like
Why do you
that.
say that, Ryan?
What was that?
What's the point of that clause there? I'm interested.
So the whole reason why purchase contracts, fun little nerd fact on the real estate side, when you see the difference between direct to seller where it is going to be 2 to 3 pages, why is the realtor pages or the contracts going to be 8 to 15 pages? And when you add all the documents, there's 5, 6, 7, and a lot of them are redundant. It's because at some point or another, someone felt as if they could sue over something that was very clearly explained, but they found a loophole in the way that it was worded. So when you add an additional term like that, that's just disclosing that I am licensed in another state. I do want to add after that is a licensed real estate agent in the state of Arizona with Stunning Homes Realty as to what I'm putting on my contracts out in Arizona. But as for this, it is to make it so blatantly clear and obvious that I am a licensed agent and that I understand what I'm doing in the transaction. The other part of it too is that it's just better to disclose rather than not. And then it'd be like, well, I wanted a referral fee or yada, yada, whatever the disagreement was. So that's why we put it like that. But I wanted you guys to understand is that, again, we'll have this all recorded and I could type something up that I will send back to Jamil and Emily, and then they can send it out when they send the recording for you guys to have a copy of what we send. So just remember, and I see on there, Indianapolis is a title state, so thank you. The whole point of this is to show you guys this is 10 offers. The reason I'm rambling right now and spending an extra 3 to 4 or 5 minutes is because I literally just showed you guys one offer in less than 10 minutes. So I want you to know I'm at one offer in 10 minutes. We're on track to hit 12 if I were to spend 2 hours doing this. So again, this is also in a market that I have no idea where I'm at. My rehab numbers may be off by a little bit, but I would say $40,000 based on the condition of this property, give or take. Obviously, very big expenses like a roof, AC. I saw there was a wall AC unit there. It's not anything extreme, but this looks pretty clean cut, straightforward. That's offer number 1, guys. Let's jump on to the next one. The fun thing of what I like to do when I'm going through properties, and this is just what I call efficient work, is when you guys are submitting offers on properties, there's a lot of times you could use a system like Privy. And let's say that you're going to comp, for example, this one that we just wrote an offer on right in here. And you're going in, you're like, okay, I see that we're at 235. This, let's say, for example, if this was like 250, you bet your ass I'd be writing an offer on this guy right here next to us as well. There's nothing more empowering when there's a lack of supply and there's this insane amount of demand and you have control of 2 puzzle pieces in the same area. That's a great opportunity for you to at least be able to sell one of them. So I like to just make sure we're again, not leaving any stone left unturned here. And we're going to just take a look around. So we see, I like to see a few active just so that you can kind of go for the one that's the cheapest in the area. We got 3-1, 1,008 square feet. I don't love that we're a one bed, but again, just first initial instinct, we can see that this property needs just a little bit of love or some curb appeal. Let's take a look at what Privy's telling me. Because again, I'm not all that smart with all the data and everything, but if a system can tell me what I'm doing and what I need to be doing, that's exactly what I could ask for. So I am going to value 2 bathrooms pretty heavily over us having a 3rd bedroom. So moving on to the next at 150, we're a 2-1 here. We're a 3-1 there. They're 1069, beautiful. We're 1,008. Good lot size, good. This might be something. Let's take a look at it. This was sold in December of 21. I don't love that it's not the most recent, but we could take a look. What is that? What is that date up there? All right, we'll click on it. It got me. Sold on 12/15. All right, so we're also in December there. And remember, guys, I'm not crossing any major streets. 161, we're at 2-2. I don't love this one. And there is a strategy that I do teach here as well. I don't like to try to jam the triangle shape, which is what I'm referring to as our subject property, into the circle hole, which would be referring to any type of ARV that I'm trying to make that this could be. So I'm going to go off the least here. So we're at 150, 2-1. I think this is probably our best. Now at this point, I've looked at the data. Now I can start looking at the pictures. It's clean. I love all the windows. I love that it's all modern looking. It's beautiful, nice white, high baseboards. Still has that like original touch to it, but not in a bad way. There's one thing I am noticing. Where is the fridge? That ain't right. They don't have a fridge. But it's okay because that's a comp. It's fine. It's not our property. We hopefully have a fridge. All right, so now going back to ours. Again, we don't have interior photos. So the most important thing here is that I'm trying to educate and show you guys what's possible. So what we are going to do And again, this is a fun little tip and trick over here. As I could see, this is 2 seconds of learning for Indy. So listing office, this is going to be the brokerage's number. This is not worthwhile calling, especially considering that they should be 2 hours ahead right now and it's Friday night. So what I'm going to do is, again, just take their email, and we should be able to somehow, some way pull one on them on Google here and figure out how to call this person. And if they don't answer, this is, again, situational awareness. I'm not just going to submit an offer on this one just because I don't have all the details of the information of the property. So is that, who am I calling? Rebecca Wazensky. Rebecca.
Right there on the left.
Okay. All right, let's go for it. 317. Let's hit her with that Midwest charm, right?
Let's go.
Hello, this is Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca. My name's Ryan. I'm an investor out in Arizona, but I'm actually looking for a property in Indianapolis, and I just came across a property I think is yours.
Okay.
Is it the one on Olney Street?
Yes.
I was wondering, first off, is that one still available?
At the moment, yeah, I've had a lot of inquiries about it.
Oh, I'm sure. It's a beautiful location. So the reason I'm calling is because I'm obviously interested in purchasing it, but I can only see the few photos online, and being out of state, I was wondering if you just tell me a little bit about the condition of the property.
The last time I was in it, and it's been a few years, it was in good condition. The basement's good. I guess we replaced the subfloor in the bathroom.
Okay.
But it's tenant occupied, so there hasn't been any major stuff for repair.
Okay.
She hasn't called on it for anything to be repaired. That's all I know.
Okay, so it's livable
Lived there
then.
for a while. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then the roof's in good condition too?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So based on the photos then, it looks like it just needs like a little like TLC then. Nothing like too crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
TLC, I have. Yep.
For sure.
I would. I make it cute as could be.
Yeah. So by the way that sounds, are you an investor too, or are you just the listing agent, or how? Like, tell me a little bit about like what you do.
Well, I am the listing agent. I'm a real estate agent, but I've been involved with investors for quite some time. Done my own rehab, 3 of them.
Wow. All in Indy?
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Indianapolis is a great place.
So let me ask you this then. Why wouldn't you flip this one? It looks like there's a little bit of some spread to where it could probably make some money on it.
Because I got my eye on another one. I'm trying to. I mean, you could probably help me if you got deep pockets. But I've got my eye on another one that would
I mean, that is music to my ears. As an investor, being in Arizona, there's a reason I'm looking in Indianapolis, and it's just that there is such a lack of supply from everywhere I'm looking. But Indy is such a beautiful market, and I mean, if you are looking to like potentially like work on a deal together, I'd be more than happy to entertain that conversation.
Yeah, I've got my eye on one that I know that. Well, I've got the listing on it.
Yeah.
If I had the money, if I had the backing on it, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Okay.
And make all involved. The end game on that one, the ARV on that one's about $150,000.
She just said ARV. She knows what she's talking about. Wow. And what's the purchase price on it?
I've got it at $225 right now, and I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna be very transparent.
No, I appreciate that.
I know that the seller has to have $200,000. I know that the appraisal is $268 right now as is. I put $222 on just because I wanted my commission if I didn't have anything involved in doing, to get it rehabbed and back on the market. So I'm not really worried about that. If I've got somebody that has that kind of a vision for that kind of a return.
Yep. Well,
I do it all day long.
Okay. So I am definitely interested in that. As for Olney, going back to that one really fast, are you expecting that one to go above list price?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, what I would like to do is I'm actually about to head into a meeting here. It's I'm about to be just a minute late. But would I be able to send you just a text with my personal information, and then we could connect in the next couple hours as soon as I get out of that meeting about that property? I would love to find a way to JV it, and then I'd also like to talk to you a little bit more about Only, and if we can't put a deal together on that one.
Okay, that sounds great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dude.
All right. So
Ryan just got 2 deals.
I don't know. Do we count that as a tally for 2 or like?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Man. So we got the listing she has. We found out she has the listing contract signed on the other property and more. And she's telling me ARV. She's telling me what she thinks it needs in rehab. We have an appraisal done with $60,000 of spread in the condition it is already in. I don't even care about Only anymore. I'm going to still submit an offer because I just asked, again, setting expectation. I was like, hey, wait a second. Do you expect this to go above list price? She said, probably not. But she has a lot of people interested. Notice how the conversation started from, oh my gosh, I have so many people interested, to, I don't think this is going to go above list. She has no idea who I am. I have no idea who Rebecca Wazensky, whoever she is. She is now my best friend in Indy. I know she's flipped 3 homes. And guess what? More importantly, I know she's working with sellers on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan. Crazy.
Let's go.
I love it.
All right.
So we calling that 2 or 3?
I'm going to count that one as 2 because I'm getting at least one of those deals.
You guys. Wow.
Man, let's get some hearts up on there, guys. Like I want you guys to know, like, don't feel like, oh my gosh, Ryan's holding these conversations on his own, blah, 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 blah. Understand that when I first started doing this, my biggest struggle was that I was a realtor first. I had my realtor hat on and I was like, oh gosh, like, how do I do this? How do I set expectations? How do I have conversations with these realtors? It is all about confidence, your tonality, your likability, and then also too, just knowing how to set expectations. This is all the stuff that I teach. This is everything that I'm doing. I see in there, is there a script? Absolutely not. I have a script that's in the course, but it's because I literally had to pry myself out and just put one for you guys to have touching points of what to go through. But I want you to understand, this was not planned. This was on the fly. This is some random girl in Indy that has a listing, and she just brought me 2 deals. I've never stepped foot in Indianapolis, and I'm about to get a deal there.
And we just started.
All right, so that's 3 in 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, you guys, this should be inspiring, and I'm so excited that this is recorded. We've got a great clip for this to be like, you guys, this is it. This was one opportunity turned into 2. All right, let's jump into some more. I mean, you guys, I said 10. Good. I said 10. Whew. Whew. All right.
What's this one on Gale right there on the left?
This one right here.
No, the picture, the far left, for 99 grand.
I don't know, but it spoke to you, so we're going to look at it. Photo looks a little eh. All right. We're going to scroll down. I want to see the comparables. We've got ours being okay. We've got 4-3. We are not comparable to that one. 2-bed, 0 bath. They definitely don't have 0 bath. 3-bed, 0 bath. Okay. Indy. I don't love this one, Benson. I'm sorry.
Really? What is it about that you're not liking? I'm curious because those
numbers, I don't like the
40%-ish.
So right here, I'm going to just go off of my instinct that I'm seeing. This is 2-1, 1,500 square feet. This would be my best comparable property. I could take a look at this one, go a little bit further, but I was kind of assuming it was going to be like this a little bit. When they have photos like this where you can't see anything, it's usually just a Google image. And so I don't know this market well enough, but I've seen in some markets when I've used like PropStream, when they have something like this might have just been something that someone threw on the market if this was listed, or if it was off market. This was the only photo they had available. So as for 196, that's not bad. 4-3, I definitely can't compare it to that one, and it's bigger. This one's also bigger. I obviously am going to assume that they're not 0 bathroom. I'm going to guess 1 or 2, but 1 or 2 bathroom on 1,700 square feet. We are again a 3-1. My biggest question on this one is if I can convert that 1 bathroom into a 2. And I just know, based on not having as much familiarity with Indy, to go into plumbing and add a bathroom is not going to be easy. And I just didn't see like confidence in the spread. I see all the blue around that you're referring to. I don't love that this one's the odd one out over here. 234, I think, is a little bit too nice and a little, again, out of the way. I'm not familiar with Indy. I may be like overestimating how close this actually is. This may be like right around the corner. But again, trying for fast buys to show people, I'm not going to put an offer on this one. That's my only hesitance.
Got it.
I'm going to send a text to Rebecca before I forget. Hey, Rebecca. Spoke about only. Sorry.
Guys, while Ryan does that, I just want to say I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat about getting the recording. I'm going to email out the replay tomorrow to each and every one of you. And I have your emails because you registered. So don't worry. Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. I'm getting drawn back over here. There's just something else, something about this area. Rebecca's over here. I feel good vibes. It's on Tuxedo Street. Like there's too much good stuff.
Yeah, with a name like Tuxedo, it's got to be good.
It's got to be something, right? I mean, we already know we think ARV could be like 150. So we're looking at, I like this. So I see 3.2 built in 1916. We're built in 1913, 6795. We're a bigger lot. I'm going to assume we are over here at 150 ARV. Now let's just call the agent. This is how quick I'm going through properties, guys. It's about the conversation. If I was sitting there and I had analysis paralysis over trying to make only a deal and I was like sitting there thinking or feeling sorry for myself, I would have never called her. But the fact that I just pick up the phone and call, that's when the $1 million relationships happen. And I don't even, like, half the time you could ask my team, they will vouch for this all day long. I usually start calling somebody and then I ask them, who am I calling? I don't know who it is on my screen.
Hello, it's Austin Fish.
Hey, Austin. My name's Ryan. I'm an investor out in Arizona, but I'm taking a look at a property out in Indy, and I think you're the listing agent. It's on Tuxedo.
I am not the listing agent, but I can help you with this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just interested in purchasing it. I just had a few questions. But yeah, I was trying to find your information online, I guess. This is the one that popped up. So you're not the listing agent. Are you the, like what do you do?
So I am a real estate agent.
Okay.
So I do help investors all the time.
Okay.
And I get connected with people similar to you. Did you find this on Zillow?
Yeah, I found you on Zillow. That was the number that was associated with it. So
yeah, so they're a little tricky with that. Because we pay money to advertise with them.
Oh, okay.
So that they don't make it too easy on the consumer.
Okay.
side.
So you pay for like buyers leads then?
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Typically, you don't get my phone number, so I'm surprised.
Hey, you know what, Austin? It's a sign then. I mean, we're supposed to work together. So.
Yep. So that works with me. I'm going down to my office. I'm actually just moved to a new house, and they're setting up internet.
Awesome.
For me. So I'll take down your info on the property that you're interested in.
Sure.
They should be done any minute now.
Okay.
And then I can get online. I've been using my hotspot.
Yeah, you know,
I will not lie, it's absolutely terrible.
No worries. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm actually pretty straightforward. It's awesome that you pay for buyers leads because here I am. I am trying to be the easiest client that you will ever have and ever work with. I am cash. I could close in 14 days. I'm as is. I just obviously need something that I can put a little bit of work in and make a little bit of money on. I'm super familiar, obviously, in this market. There's a reason that I'm out in Phoenix and I'm calling you in Indy. It's because there is a crazy amount of demand and there is no supply. So what I'm trying to do is kind of just step out my comfort zone. And we're buying some properties out in the Midwest. And this was the first one across my table. So if it would be easiest, could I just send you over what my offer criteria is? We could submit this offer. And then if it doesn't work out, whenever you get your Wi-Fi situation all squared away, we could hop on a phone call. I could kind of tell you a little bit about what I'm looking for. And then we could establish like a relationship from there.
Yeah, that works definitely.
Cool.
And I'd be happy to kind of give you my input on the property too.
Please.
We can submit the offer.
Yep.
And make life easier for you. But normally what I would do, I'd just like a little bit more information on like, are you doing BRRRR strategy? Are you rent, buying and holding for rental?
Yep. So I like to do the BRRRR strategy and I also like to fix and flip.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
So I do both of those regularly.
Oh, you do too?
My main clientele are investors.
Wow.
And
it sounds like you're really well connected out in Indy then. So this conversation was meant to happen for a reason.
Yep. So I've got contacts across the board. I can help you across the board with anything that you're looking for.
Awesome.
Definitely send me that criteria.
Okay.
I will be able to get this sent off for you.
Perfect.
Here within like the next hour if you want.
Yep, that'd be awesome, man. And then what I would honestly like to do, I told you, like, I don't want to set any like crazy, unrealistic expectations. I just want to be the easiest buyer you work with, where we could do like at least 5 deals a month. That's like my goal. And I think being in a market that I'm not familiar with, having a guy like you on my side is only going to make this process easier.
Yep, and I can handle as much volume as you want. I actually run a team here at Go Fish Realty. So I am the team lead for all of us.
Oh, wow.
And I've got a bunch of minions that run around for me and can get into properties. If, let's say, for example, I was out showing a home right now, I would call up with my co-agents and say, hey, write up this offer.
Wow.
But you got me right when I'm at home waiting on my, I had to be here to get my Wi-Fi set up.
No worries. I mean, it was just perfect timing.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
Definitely send me that info.
You got it.
Like as soon as I can, I will get this together and sent to you.
Awesome.
Typically what I do the first time is I'll send you a rough draft purchase agreement. Have you ever bought in Indiana before?
Okay. No, but I've bought in Illinois and then Iowa, so I'm not sure how similar it would be.
So I only know
I've never bought a deal in Iowa.
I'm actually exploring getting my license in Illinois this 2023, but right now I'm staying in Indy.
Okay.
But what I'll do is send me that criteria and also your email address.
Yep.
I will write up a quick offer.
Okay.
Basically with everything that you're sharing with me.
Sure.
Send it to you, let you look over and make sure there's nothing crazy on there that you're not familiar with.
Awesome.
And then that way and then I'll send it to you for a signature.
Awesome. And then the only question that I had left for you was, I obviously not having a lot of connections out there. Do you happen to have like a title company that you would recommend that's investor friendly?
Yes, I do. First American Title is who I use.
Beautiful. They're nationwide. Then we've done a handful of transactions with First American. They're super smooth and they offer discounts for investors.
Yep, they do.
Awesome.
And I have reps there that will work. I could call them right now on a Friday evening, and they would do stuff for us. They can't do title work related stuff, but they can answer questions, do things like that, and get the ball rolling on different aspects of the transaction, especially if we're trying to move quickly.
For sure.
I've got a couple investors where we close in like 3 to 5 days, and it's literally just get clear title and we close.
Wow.
So I got you across the board.
Cool.
When you send all that to me, I'll also give you my email address. For us moving as quickly as we want to, we'll want to send a proof of funds with our offer.
Sure.
As well.
Yep.
So just pass that on to me. Typically, I recommend that it has your bank info.
Yep. Not a problem at all. Yep.
Past 30 days and whatever LLC you're buying it under, or if you're buying underneath your own name.
Yep.
Those match up.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll actually send you. I'll send you a few of our flips out here in Arizona. We primarily mess around like in the really high price point. So like we've got our past flips are like 700,000. We just bought one last week that was 1.3 million. So this kind of stuff for us is super easy, and I'm sure we can knock it out together.
Perfect. Awesome. So what was your name again?
My name is Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yep. So just send me the this is my direct cell.
Yep.
So feel free to just text me whatever the info is.
Perfect.
And I will get this rolling for you here as soon as possible.
Cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Anytime.
Bye.
Woo!
Nice.
Let's go. All right. That's 4.
That's 4.
Guys, I'm seeing a lot of questions on here about proof of funds. Squad up. Go to a hard money lender. Ours is super, super friendly with just submitting over, hey, here's a template. Ryan's company is able to purchase up to $2 million, up to $1 million. Obviously, be a little like strategic with this. I'm not going to send my proof of funds up to $2 million to this guy to buy an $80,000 house. I'm going to say I'm approved up to $250,000, and then they know that I'm more than qualified.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
85 was calling to me. I told you, Benson. It's this pocket. It's this pocket.
Guys, if any of you just joined and you didn't hear Jamil in the beginning, Whoever signs up to Privy today with these links that I'm going to put in the chat, he's gonna refund 2 of your annual signups plus $200 for lunch. $200 lunch. And we have a promo code, Benson. What does that promo code cover?
So I'm doing something special for you guys too. So for everybody that signs up today, even if you sign up for the monthly, I'm going to do a 5-day onboarding training all this next week. So every day of the week, I'm going to have a time blocked out where I'm going to be on with you guys individually, answering all your questions. And we're going to cover a different topic every day so to get you really ramped up so you can use the system. That's for everybody. Okay. Now, promo code is right here. It's Astro2022. Okay. Now, if you go with the annual plan, as you heard, Jamil is actually going to go and reimburse 2 of you with free accounts and lunch for $200. I don't know where he pulled that out of. That was hilarious. And then he also said too, if you guys go to the Instagram for Bigger Pockets and do a shout out for him, that he's going to give 1 other person a free account. So don't forget about going to the Bigger Pockets Instagram. Do we even have that link? Emily, that might be nice if we could just.
I can throw that link. Yeah, I will.
And then also, I'm going to give you guys. So with the plan is going to come the course that I built that will show you exactly how to go to a brand new market and start from scratch. Find your hot investor activity areas, learn the local market, who the buyers are, who the agents are, the best ARVs to submit offers, all based off the data. And I showed basically how I went and started out in St. Louis, me being in Denver, and recorded it all. I do live calls, everything. It's really cool. I give you that. And I also am going to give you guys 1 coaching call free per week. And this is in a small group session for the next year. So it's basically 52 coaching calls that I'm going to give you weekly. And that's if you go with the annual plan. And that's all with the promo code Astro2022.
You heard it, guys. Go take action. Go sign up. Get all those goodies. Ryan, let's get number 5.
I'm working. I was letting Benson do his thing. I'm in the zone. Like, you can ask again my team. Like, this is just how I work. Like, I make it a competition. I make sure they know I'm getting the most offers out.
I love it.
I want those free lunches.
Me too. When I go to lunch, I have to find a coupon and get a 2 for 1 or something.
Oh no, Benson. Come on, guys. Sign up to Privy.
So I can have lunch?
Yes.
All right, that's loading. All right. Man, this is crazy. You guys, we've got 4 offers out in like 30 minutes.
Did you want to stay here in Indy, or did you want to try? I mean,
yeah, let me get 1 more in Indy. Let me just make my mark out in this Midwest, you know. Just really like
everybody out there is going to know who Ryan Zolin is in a matter of weeks.
There's gonna be this like small town like of like 150 realtors, and they're all gonna just be like, I got the best buyer, and they'll be like, no, I got the best buyer, and they're gonna find out it was just me, and then it's gonna be like, no, I have the best realtors. It's gonna be great. I feel like I got 2 right there, honestly. Load. Okay, so now we're working on a little bit of tighter margins up in this area. And again, I know all of these are technically going to show that they should be good. I'm just skimming through on a very quick basis to show you guys. I'm looking for pattern. I'm looking for some kind of data point. I like that there's a few available in here. There's a $20,000 difference. This is the whole attached, so it's still in there. But we got a few photos. Too good of condition.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, I haven't run out of Indianapolis yet. No, they're there. I feel it up here. I see my 34. There's a house. It's calling me.
Uh-oh.
This is it. I feel it. And I mean, there's a 34 in the address. Like, it's too good. It's meant to be. We're going to zoom in on our investor comps here. We got 125, 4.2, we're a 3.2. It's a pretty damn small house to have 4 bedrooms in. 21908? No. Yeah, 21908. No shit. All right. Yeah, no, let's go for it. Let's go for it. All right. You guys want to see something fun? Watch this. Let's see if this works again. 727. If I am understanding this properly, this is going to be buyers agents that pay for buyers leads. So let's see if I can get somebody on the phone. I want this. I want it.
Hi, this is Gadi Bukai with the FC Tackle.
Wasn't meant to be. We're going to find another one. We're going to try another number on here. Because this is the staple of the number 5 for India. I feel it.
Hello, you've reached the after.
No. Listing office phone, showing contact. 7-514-2403. Let's see if we can catch somebody else here. All right, they may have gotten me on this one, but it's okay. This is a good deal. If you're in Indy, you're welcome. Go after it. Have fun. I'd try to get it probably, if I had to guess, I'm not even going to do the calculator. I'm going to say somewhere around like 55, 60. But we're okay. We'll put like a little asterisk, like 4.5, 4.25.
Yeah, somebody was asking about the promo code. Rami, yeah, the discount is to the 930. So that's the discounted price. That's the 20% off. And then that will make sure too that you get the course, the coaching calls, and the one-on-one training. And then also too, there was a couple people who were asking about if you're actually already a monthly user and you want to upgrade, we can definitely upgrade you. There's 2 ways we can do it. We can either just refund you and then start you off from scratch, or charge you the difference. In either case, you'll get the promo code. So if you are a current user, just send me a message to benson@teamprivy.com, and we can get that taken care of for you. And then that will put you in the running as well for the free account.
Okay. I don't love it, but I like 177 being higher than us. I like that I see really good rentals right here. I like that I see 220 around the corner. We are crossing a major road here, but we also have 187. Personally, I'm a little surprised this 187 is not going to be a comparable property, even though it's just sold. It's not like the investor friendly. It's because it's going to show you that we're not 75% of this. But again, I'm just going to base the numbers. If we're at 187 on this one as a 2-1, 1248 that sold 223 of 2022, 220s over here, I'm going to make an assumption that our ARV is actually 200,000. With that said, you guys know I'm just going to jump right to the phone, and we are going to try to get this person to talk to us. 1, 2. We're calling this guy right back. Because this property has my name all over it. Killing me. All right, you guys, we're going to use the same script. I'm going to send him another text, and I'm going to tell them where I want this offer to be. I don't like that I'm forcing this one, and this is where I'm wanting you guys to understand the distinct difference between the offers as to where I'm talking to the agents versus the offers where I'm just submitting what I would like. There is still a way where you can just submit an offer and it's okay. You can just send them a text and say, this is what I'd like to have written up. There's a good chance it's going to be one of two options. They're going to come back and say, absolutely, I will get it all sent and I will get it all squared away. Send me over your LLC, your proof of funds, and your email, and then they'll submit the offer for me. If they don't do that, the other option is they would say, no way, I'm not doing that. And then you'd have to get on the phone with them and explain yourself. So with this one, I'm just going to make sure you guys understand that I am going to just text the agent and I'm going to let them know that we are interested in making an offer. From there, we'll see what he says. I'm just going to send him a text right now. Hey, Kyle, interested in purchasing a property. I think you're the agent on it. It's on Guilford. I don't even know where I was looking. Guilford. Okay. There you go. And there we go. We got that one submitted. Again, I don't like that that's going to be one of the same qualifying ones as the first offer, but we at least got the offer to be submitted here. So we can now jump into Las Vegas. We'll go back into another market that I am not all that comfortable with, but I've at least done a couple of deals out in Vegas.
So are we on 5?
Yeah, I put down 5. It's tentatively. I mean, it's just these are non, like, you don't want a verbal offer. You want it in writing, but I have to just text it over to the agent. I'm not proud of it, but we're gonna go ahead and count it just because I'm gonna be submitting.
Awesome.
Get that to load. And again, guys, I mean, I'm showing you, like, while stopping, making sure we're educating, walking through this. I'm keeping some conversations going longer than I probably should and normally do, but I want you guys to understand why I'm doing this, and I want to make sure that it all makes sense. So if there's any questions or anything too, throw them in. Emily and Benson are going through the chat while I'm also going through this. And I am seeing a few comments about Clever Summit. Make sure you guys stop and say hi to me. I'm going to be there with my entire team, paid for tickets for all of us to head out. And so I would love to connect with you guys.
Oh,
What's the summit?
awesome.
What is that, Ryan?
It's the Clever Summit. It's with Cody Sperber, Robert Kiyosaki, Jamil's going to be there, a bunch of the big name guys. And I'm super excited. I'm taking the whole team. We rented out an Airbnb, actually probably summer right around here. So it's going to be in Vegas.
That is awesome.
So awesome. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
super fun.
Hey, a couple of people were asking about Privy versus Batch. We're actually different companies. Like Batch is skip tracing, Batch is CRM, Batch is lead gen. As you can see here, Privy is not those things. We're data and analytics. We do lead gen. We've got some overlap with list pulling and that sort of thing. But honestly, Batch does some things very well that we're not even competing with them for. So a lot of people I do know who are in the call use both. So it's up to you and what your use case is.
Oh, show. Cool. Let's take a look. It's a little on this outskirt. I feel it. I like this. This is what caught my attention. So is this going to be a mobile home? It is going to be a mobile home, but it looks to be affixed to the ground. But we got to make sure our comparable properties are not going to be mobile, or they better be mobile homes too. If I'm going to be, as you guys can see right here, manufactured.
That's the one thing I hate about the Vegas market is agents just put this all over the board when it comes to the either modular or mobile or single family.
Yeah, like we can't compare to these guys, but it's okay. We will move on to the next because the good news is, never mind. These are all mobile homes right here. I'm going to move down. And we got a little bit of lag going on my screen. It's probably my Wi-Fi or the fact that I am sharing my screen. And actually, I just got that guy Kyle to text me back. No problem. I'm in a meeting. Can you chat in 30 minutes? What's the address?
Cool.
Well, there we go. Had it all typed up. Give me 1 second. All right. Perfect. Okay, cool. That makes me feel better about calling that one an offer. All right, I like this. I see a golf course. We got a house that needs a little bit of some love. This is definitely a beauty. We are 4.2, 1784 square feet. 3.1 million. That is definitely going to be a little bit different. Why did that one sell for 3.1 million?
It's probably a bulk deal.
You know what? I think I saw this one. I was playing around in here earlier, and I'm not kidding. I saw this one. It's like 3 or 4 homes right here. So, okay, this is not going to be a deal. I'm going to move on to the next.
What's that one on Corvette there on the left? Is that
which one? This one?
On the left, you see the,
this
the
right
results because
right,
you have it
right
sorted by days on market.
That was this one right here. So we can do that. We can sort it through. We can go list date. No, I don't want to go by one day. We're going to go okie dokie. We're just going to go down the list. Let's show everyone a different way of how they can use Privy and just go through and sort by that filter rather than going on the map. So I don't love that we're crossing major intersections here. 550, those are under contract. Yeah, don't love that one. Don't love mobiles. That one's brand new, another mobile. 21 days, this is a good sweet spot. If it's not selling, it's either a seller or the agent, and we will find out which it is when we find out if it's overpriced. 535 when you've got 525 that's right here, and 525 unfortunately is a bigger lot as well. Unrealistic expectations, and the agent doesn't know how to set expectations. It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. I like how this one looks, as long as it's on another bulk. You think this is another bulk one?
It's hard to tell on that one. The fact that that's a public record sale and it wasn't an MLS is
as long as these other 3 aren't going to be very similar.
Oh, see, they're all $695.
Yeah,
those are all part of the bulk deal.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate.
Darn it.
It's okay. It's okay. At the end of the day, we're not at least spending money in text or cold calling to get these. So we're on to the next.
What's that one? 250.
Nah.
Oh, we lost it.
It's okay. It's going to come back. We got this. Gone forever. Gone forever. All right. We got to get some more. I like how this one looks at first reaction. We got a price reduction. It's a mobile home, but it's got good curb appeal. Okay. Okay. I wasn't going into this for a mobile home, but I know. Okay. I know the agent.
Do you?
I do. This is not going to be a deal. This just comes with some experience. Forever Homes Realty is owned by one of my good buddies, Nick and Ryan Pineda, and they are obviously flippers as well. So if they are not flipping this one, it is typically for a reason. Price being reducted. This is remodeled, as you can see too. I was hoping to have this just be a little bit under price, come in, swoop it, do a wholesale, get it back on the market. But at 220, they are about as competitive as it's going to be on that one. So it's all good. 165, 175. These mobile homes are going to be the death of me.
Use the photos on the left, and you can avoid those.
I don't even know what I did. Map. There we go.
Yeah, Mappy. There you go. Just scroll on the left over here,
and just go through and find single family instead. So we're going to change that to. Oh, you know what? I got to zoom out.
Yeah, just zoom out a bit. There you go.
Technology.
So you're starting from the ones that have been on the market the longest? Or,
yes,
okay.
That's what I would like to do. So we're going to go. No,
I've always had more success going for the brand new ones, the ones that come on the market. Mm-hmm.
So for the sense of like actually like trying to have a potential of a deal, I feel like I'd have a better chance going on ones that have been sitting. Most of the time it's going to be sellers that have, again, unrealistic expectations where they think they're going to get more than what they should. And then also if the agent is just looking to get a client and a listing, they are less likely to be able to set expectations because they're just looking for a client. Whereas if it's been sitting for a little bit, it's a good approach to be able to target because obviously if it's been sitting, there's a reason. So, I mean, but for here, I mean, there's probably the only thing I'll show. I mean, we can try that method. It's just going to be a lot of, there's a lot of offers. The agents hopefully are going to answer if it just got listed today. But it's just going to be a little bit more competitive. But I think that we may have some success with people answering the phone because it's day one. So we'll try it, give it a shot. How many photos I got here? Is it just the one? Yeah, no. Oh, photos. Okay. 240, 220, 220. Don't love that. 360. These are some beautiful homes. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, here we go. So 475. I got to make sure there's at least a 4 around us.
Yeah, that one's probably too far away.
A little bit out of the way there. It's okay.
Yeah, that zone is a half a mile from the center, so that's where you get a little bit too far away on those.
No worries at all. Let's go to comparables. Here we go. I see a 426, which I like. I see a 475, which I really like. 475 is under contract at 4.2. Absentee owner. Okay. 475, 399. When was that? 426. They are a 4.2 1500. We're a 3.2 1400. They're at 426. They're there. I'm going to say our ARV is going to be 450. This one's 475, 1577 square feet. I'm going to go 450 in this market. Now I've gone through the data. Now I'm going to look at the pictures of the home, if there are any. Is it just this one photo?
Looks like it. They just took the one.
No worries. We are just going to go for it. Listing agent direct work phone. I'm going to take a guess and we'll see how this one goes. This one's not too bad. So for this one, offer-wise, I see a lot of comments coming in like, Ryan, like, what are you doing? You're just calling these agents. I build rapport. I like to have conversations, set expectations.
Your call has been...
And basically just try to see what their intention is. Where are they at with offers? How many showings? What's the condition of the home? I have one photo of the property. I don't know what my offer is going to be. I've got to get on the phone with them and see what the condition is and then properly set expectations. So I saw another comment from was it Gerald? We are 75% of ARV in this search at the moment. So with this one, I'm only taking a second just to sit here. I want you guys to see that I'm going to take a second. I'm going to call them back. I see another comment. Do you ever leave voice messages? Absolutely. I'm going to double dial, call them again here in a second. If they do not answer, I will leave a voicemail and I will send a text with what I'd like my offer to be, or at least a range. Because in this instance, again, we're trying to show you guys to get as many offers out as possible. But also, too, I have to give a range because I don't have a set offer because I don't know the condition. So, Carly, as for key expectations, it's just going to depend. It's going to depend on the deal. It's going to depend on the seller's situation and their motivation. Aside from that, expectations I would set would be what I can close with, purchase price, close with date-wise, earnest money amount if they were to ask, if they want any proof of funds, kind of what my process looks like, and all that stuff. Beth, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Slow down. I got you. I'm just trying to get those 10. I'm trying to like overload you guys, and that's it. All right. So this guy, who am I calling? What's his name? Timothy. He has the name of a guy that's going to sell me a deal. So.
Yep.
And again, I want to show you guys like kind of like how much of curveballs this could be. So at the end of the day, I got asked, do I leave voicemails? Do I send texts with what I want my offer to be? You guys got to get creative. I was talking to Andrew Abernathy on the Millionaire Before 30 show last week, and he was talking about how you can incentivize people by just, money. So he's like, if I were stuck somewhere, I'd go find on-market deals. I would jump into a realtor conversation, and I would offer them an extra $5,000 on top of whatever they're going to money they're going to make, whether it's an assignment or their commission. They get an additional $5,000. So in this instance, I'm just showing you guys outside of the box ideas. There is no one size fits all of how to do this, but I am literally in a text message with this random guy. This is Timothy something something. And you guys look, this is how much I don't overthink this. Hey, Timothy, my name's Ryan. I'm an investor out in Arizona. I came across a property I think you're the listing agent for on Arrowhead. I'm interested in purchasing that. I just had a few questions. Give me a shout back, 480-612-2213. Thanks. Now, send this voice message, something different. You guys got to try different opportunities. It's all about different approaches. One of my favorite things to do is like to show you guys outside of the box ideas. Go to a grocery store and you see on your carts it has a realtor that paid money to be on there. Call them. Build a relationship with them. They're spending money to advertise for a reason, to find clients. And if it's you calling as an investor, that is a great opportunity. So it's just showing you guys, again, there are so many relationships with realtors available.
Well, you got 2 realtors just from the last call. Is it up in Indianapolis? We're going to be sending you deals.
Oh, for sure.
And that was like under 15 minutes. You got those 2 people.
Yep. And again, I'm putting like a very like light line for that offer because I'm going to submit it, but I got to wait for Homeboy to want to do his job too. So. But now just keep going down the list. And at the end of the day, I want to just keep reiterating, this is the kind of work that to me makes a lot more sense as an investor, doing this where you could have a software just as easy as Privy doing 90% of the labor for you, and you're just going in and looking at properties. If I were to tell you, you just had to go and underwrite 50 properties a day and submit 10 offers, or even what I say is 5, well, what's the excuse? Like you've got a software that you could do it. And I don't know. I mean, this is what my team goes through. We were just messing around with Privy today, and we're just waiting for it to be up in Phoenix, and then we're rocking and rolling. But Tucson, you guys saw me go in that market for the transformation challenge. Oh no, it froze. There we go. 237. That is the land. 699, 690. All right, I'll just keep going down here. Comparables. I got to get at least one more out. I got to get lucky number 7. Don't love that. Go across Vegas Boulevard. Let's go down to Henderson. Henderson's good.
There might be some stuff over in Tucson. I was just poking around in here. I found a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go to Tucson. Let me just get shut down one last time out here in Henderson.
Okay.
2-1. Oof. That one is shit. We are not looking at that guy. I'm guessing, though, these are going to be all mobiles. But if that's a really nice mobile that's 4.2 at 240, it's active, though. 225, I don't love, but I like these prices then. 150, what was my 141? 195? I like this one more because it's at 3.2, 1744. It looks like we're fixed. This one's got more potential to me than the other one. Listed 167 days ago. It's about that time where the screen starts doing this, It's okay. It's definitely on my end. It's the computer. Okay. 95. We got 272, but is this active? No, sold. Beautiful. 3.3, 1744. We're at 3.2, 1744. I I like what I see. We're 195. I probably need to get this one a little bit below. It's okay. We're going to negotiate. I'm trying to get another realtor on the phone that is going to be super amazing for us, and they are going to want to work on our behalf. 2, 3, 7, 5, 39, 64. I think this is a really good learning lesson, though. This is exposing one of the biggest struggles of this method, and it's just getting agents to answer. It's not a software problem. It's not a you problem. It's an agent problem with just wanting to pick up the phone. I'm hoping I'm speaking this into existence for him to answer. We'll see. Thank you, Irene. I try to be very direct. Not, again, one size fits all. A lot of people on my team are all about the passionate, let's build good rapport, relationship. When I'm on the phone business-wise, it's...
Hi, you've reached Kevin with Compass Realty and Management. Leave me a message, or for faster response, leave me a text. Have a safe and productive day.
I'm going to hope this is Kevin, guys. Hey, Kevin, my name is Ryan. I'm an investor out in Arizona. I'm trying to buy a property out in Vegas that I think that you are the listing agent for out on Shoshone. Hopefully I did not butcher that. Give me a shout back. My number is 480-612-2213. Thanks. There you go. So I just left another voicemail. He's going to call me back. We are going to work on him answering the phone first and foremost, but then we are going to talk about the expectation of that property. I really like, again, that we are a 3-2. My properties I'm comparing to look like they are might be a 4-2, but we are the same square footage. So I'm going to just assume that our ARV is very close to that one. I want to show you guys it again. Try not to scare my computer there. So we got 272. We're at 195. That's not a healthy spread, but it's enough to where this one has been sitting. It went down $5,000 2 days ago, and it's been on the MLS for what? I think it said like 100 something days, like 192. So there you go. No, longer than, where is that? Here, 195. Listed 167 days ago. It's a good opportunity. So we'll go ahead and we'll submit an offer on that one as soon as they give us a shout back, and then we'll go ahead from there. But with that said, I mean, I am submitting an offer on one that's at 195. I might as well at this point. I've convinced myself to have at least another look at this property. Man, I would not. Does that mobile home have a pool? Okay. That's something. That's something.
It's amazing.
We're going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. Richard Brankus is going to end this thing beautifully for us. We're going to get a very nice conversation. We're going to find out he works with plenty of other investors, and he's going to submit the offer for us and give us plenty of other relationships and deals. It's going to be great.
Brankus, how can I help you?
Hi, I was trying to get a hold of Richard or somebody that could help me purchase a house.
Okay, are you an agent?
No, I'm a buyer. I'm licensed in another state, but I'm from Arizona. I'm trying to buy this property. I don't know if you guys are the listing agent or not. Could you help me out?
Yeah, here, give me 1 second. I'm going to have to get you over to another agent.
Okay.
That's okay?
Yeah, no,
They
absolutely.
know about the properties, I don't.
You got it. It's the one on Mojave Lane.
Mojave.
She tried to pass me off to somebody else without even knowing what I was doing.
Oh, hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can I get your name?
Yep, my name is Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
And a good phone number.
480-612-2213. And did you say that you worked on the team?
Yep, so we're all a part of the team, but I'm not personally licensed.
Ah, okay. Well, I really appreciate you answering the phone. You're the first person to answer the phone in Vegas, so thank you.
Really?
Really. It's a Friday night, so I'm trying to cut some people some slack, but trying to buy this house, I'm cash, quick close. Part of it is honestly for taxes, but I just really love this house that I'm looking at.
Where have you called? Were you just looking online?
Yeah, this was on Zillow. This was the number associated with the address that was pulled up. So I'm just trying to kind of reverse engineer to see who I should be talking to. I don't have any connections out in Vegas.
Okay, that's not a problem. I'm sorry no one else picked up.
No, don't be. I mean,
let me get you over to my partner and he can help you out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Ryan. Give me 1 second.
Yep. Cool. Let's go. Guys, this one's going to be something. I'm telling you. She works on a team. She answered. It's a Friday night.
You spoke it into existence.
I may not have been Richard, but it was someone that works for Richard, and that's just as good.
Yep.
I was more impressed with that indie guy. What is going on? That other guy was a team lead, and he was answering the phone.
Hi, this is Jacob. How may I help you?
Hey, Jacob. My name is Ryan. I'm trying to buy a property out in Vegas. I called the number that was associated with the address, but then I think it was like an assistant or someone. They weren't licensed, but she just passed me along over to you.
Okay, gotcha. What was the address?
231 Mojave Lane.
Okay, gotcha.
I think that's Mojave. I don't know. It's Mojave. I might be just super off.
No, that's Mojave.
Cool.
Alrighty, let me take a look. What do you want to know about it?
Are you guys the listing agents?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm just kind of going through the photos. Obviously, I'm in Arizona, so there's a very big deal shortage for us as investors out there. So I'm kind of venturing out into some Midwest states and then into Vegas. We've got all of our stuff set up with crews and everything, but we're just trying to find some more deals. So with this one, it obviously fits the criteria I'm looking for. It looks like it needs a lot of love. Is there anything from the photos that I can't see that I probably should know about the condition? I see that empty pool, and it looks like the house needs some work, but I'm just trying to connect some pieces.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all that. All the information is.
Okay.
You can see it in the pictures there.
Sure.
Yeah, there's nothing extra.
How is the roof condition?
The roof condition,
because it's a mobile home. I'm assuming it's affixed to the ground.
I don't actually know the answer to that question, to be honest.
No worries. The only other question I would have is, do you know if the seller would be a little flexible on that price?
Let me take a look at my notes here. Yeah, he should be a little bit flexible. He's been listed for a while.
Yeah.
Best option, obviously, is just to send in an offer, and we can work it out from there.
Would you be able to help me with that?
I personally would not be able to help you with the offer, but I can have one of my agents give you a call.
Sure.
And they can help you out with writing that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Could you just have them reach out to me? This is my cell.
Okay, yeah. Would later today work, or did you want to do tomorrow?
No, yeah, let's do later today. I want to get this offer out.
Fantastic. I'll have my partner Kyle give you a call within the next hour or so.
Cool. And hey, Jacob, while I have you on the phone, I know that this isn't your listing, it's the team's, but do you work with investors or do you come across other properties that are like this?
We do work with a ton of investors. Yeah, we have an entire list of investors, and anytime we find properties that are a little distressed or good for our investors, then we have the seller sign the compensation agreement for our investors, and then we send it out to our investors.
Wow, that's exactly what I'm looking for. How do I get on that list?
Yeah, so I'll put that in the notes for Kyle to talk to you about, and he'll get you on that and get you an offer on this property as well.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that, and I would look forward to getting some deals with you guys. Oh, did I lose you there, Jacob?
A little bit.
All right, there you are. Cool. I appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys.
I look forward to working with you.
Thanks. All right, we got 7.
Nice. Yeah, we were having a little bit more luck in Indy than Vegas.
There's definitely some better luck with Indy. I think it was just the market. Vegas, I think Friday night, they're out on Fremont, they're just partying it up, and it's okay. It's all good. Indy, they were just ready to rock and roll. But we got 7 offers out there in just about an hour. I think an hour and 10 minutes. So I think we very well could have hit that the 2-hour mark and hit those 10 offers. So
we most definitely could have, but we had to stop and answer questions.
Yep.
We had to educate. We had to give you guys what you wanted. But wow, Ryan, wow, you never ever disappoint.
Thank you. I had some fun with that in Indy. I mean, again, that's not my stomping ground. I have no idea where I am, what's going on there. All I know is it's next to my Chi-town, so that's all we got.
Well, it sounds like now you've got some good boots on the ground there, and you could start doing some business there pretty regularly with just the amount of time you spent. Like, I mean, you could have someone who's managing each of these for you with your team. Your team's just going to explode.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, there was two very good contacts. Only and Tuxedo.
Yeah.
Money. Love that. Love those relationships. That was the core of what this is exactly about. And that's what I want to emphasize and stress to everybody is that you are looking for those relationships. That's the opportunities. Again, I mean, 7 offers, hour and 10 minutes. Guys, let's even take it a step back. What Jamil said, he's like, you could take 2 hours out of your morning. If you're like me and you're like 2 extra hours early, no way. You could take 30 minutes before you go to work, 30 minutes after work, and you should very well be able to get 5 offers minimum. That's the whole stress of this that I'm trying to make sure you guys understand. And again, our numbers out in Arizona was like 160 in offers for the month with like 15, 20 deals. That is real. That is in Phoenix. That is not counting the fact that you have a software like Privy that is able to literally give you all the information that you need much more easily accessible than having to go through tax records. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see your course, man. I can't wait till it comes out officially.
I'm
just
excited.
The amount of golden nuggets you dropped on us today. And I know a lot of it's like you free flowing, but like you said before, you weren't that good when you started. You had to just get familiar and get on the phone, get comfortable with it. Anybody here could do the same thing. It just takes some work and some practice.
For sure. And I'll drop that down in the comments there, the link for that course. It is agentinvestors.com. So the slogan of the course is that it's designed for agents, made for investors. I have gotten up on the stage and I'm over here telling you guys there's a disconnect. I don't know what exactly it is, but wholesalers are terrified to work with agents, and agents, I saw this actually a few times in the comments where agents don't like wholesalers. There is a disconnect that you guys don't understand. You are like freaking Batman and not even Robin. It's Batman and Batman. And all you got to do is just work together for the greater good and understand those opportunities are more so presented to realtors than to other wholesalers, especially unless the wholesaler is direct to seller. If they're just helping somebody else move it, there's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of money in marketing. The whole course and everything is how to do this with $0 and focus primarily on doing deals like with Privy, MLS deals. So super excited, super passionate. It's everything that I've kind of carved my niche in this industry, and I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this entire course and creating an opportunity to be able to provide for a community like this. So Benson, I appreciate you creating Privy. It makes everyone's life easier. And Emily, thank you so much. You're always awesome.
Oh, I appreciate both of you so much. Guys, Ryan's course comes out next Friday, right?
Next Friday, April 1st. No joke. No joke.
I have all of Ryan's links where you can access everything about Ryan in the pinned comment. So go there, follow him on Instagram, join his Discord community, stay tuned for his course.
Oh, yeah. And then we could tell everybody just a sneak preview about Monday. So Wholesale Hotline, I'm going to be on next Monday. You guys do not want to miss this. We've got another challenge. So
yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
We do. So watch Wholesale Hotline 5 p.m. PST on Jamil's YouTube channel, youtube.com/JamilDamji.
We've got some giveaways. We've got some good stuff. It is going to change the game, and we're super excited about this challenge for everyone.
Yes, yes, yes. Guys, last time, go use those links. Sign up for Privy. Use promo code ASTRO2022 to get free coaching calls, free course. If you do the annual one, what do you get, Benson? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yes, you get all the onboarding calls next week. There's going to be 5 of them. I'm going to record those, but please try to be present. But if you're in the middle of the day and it's right in the middle of your workday, don't worry. You're still going to get access to that training. And then you're going to get 52 coaching calls every week for the next year. We're all going to be working together to get deals done, supporting each other, making sure you've got people in your corner who can help you out when you get a bad day and agents are cussing at you over the phone, which they typically don't do. But sometimes you're going to have a bad day, right? And we're going to be there to support you. And then you get the course too. So how to basically start from scratch in any market across the US. Don't let your crappy market stop you from succeeding in this business. Too many people are just so hard-headed. They think they have to be in their backyard, and the only way that they're going to succeed is by being where they live or where they work or where they grew up. That is what other mentors and coaches teach you, is that you have to be where you live. If you are up to times with data and technology and the way that Jamil teaches, You can do this anywhere, you guys. Don't let your crappy market stop you. Ryan just showed you how simple it can be. He'd never even looked at Indianapolis, and we dropped it on him. Here you go, Ryan. In Indianapolis, go do it. And look at him. He's going to get several deals under contract. He's got 2 amazing real estate contacts. And that's just the beginning. I can't wait to see how those turn out, Ryan. You got to give us some.
I'll give you guys some updates on Wholesale Hotline,
yeah.
but I guess your boy's buying some houses in Indy. So, I mean,
yes,
I'm going to figure out how to do it.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we love you all so much. Go sign up for Privy. Tune into Wholesale Hotline on Jamil's YouTube channel. Stay tuned for Ryan's course next Friday. We love you. Thank you for the support.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Good job, Ryan. Thank you, Emily, for all you do. You are